sister banned me from her parties until her best friend said, "I never knew you were this cool." She panicked and suddenly wanted to act like sisters again. My older sister Candace dragged me along to her friend Janice's rooftop party in Brooklyn, but only because our parents threatened to cancel her credit card if she didn't include me for once. "Stay by the drinks table and don't talk to anyone," she hissed the second we walked through the door. "These are my friends, not yours, and I don't need you embarrassing me with your weird art stuff again." I laughed bitterly. This was classic Candace, telling people I was going through a phase when I won art awards, and introducing me as her weird little sister at family events. Even when her friend asked who I was and she said, "Oh, just someone who needed a ride," the way she said it, like I was an Uber passenger, made my stomach twist. After 20 minutes of watching Candace perform for her friends, I was ready to leave when someone approached from behind. "You look like you're having about as much fun as someone at a tax seminar." I turned to find Janice, Candace's best friend since college, offering me a drink. "Your sister mentioned you were here somewhere, though she made it sound like you were hiding in the bathroom." She laughed. "Not hiding, just exiled," I said. We talked about the party, the pretentious crowd. "So what do you do?" she asked. "I'm an artist, mostly murals and installations," I shrugged. "Actually working on a series in Bushwick right now." Janice's eyes went wide. "Wait, that's you?" She pulled out her phone excitedly. "I've been following that Instagram for months. I had no idea you were Candace's sister." She showed me screenshots she'd saved, almost acting like a fangirl, which made me blush. "Candace never mentioned you were an artist." My chest tightened. "Candace doesn't really talk about my work," I said carefully. She had never asked about my art, never came to exhibitions, never even liked a single post. When I'd won that artist residency last year, she'd said, "Hope it pays something," before returning to her outfit posts. Janice's expression shifted. "That's weird. She talks about everyone else's achievements constantly. She spent 20 minutes last week bragging about her yoga instructor's certification." She paused. "You know what? Forget her. Tell me about this installation you're working on." For the next hour, we discussed technique, inspiration, process, real conversation with someone who actually saw me. "This is incredible," Janice kept saying, swiping through my portfolio. "How did I not know about you?" As we debated whether Banksy had sold out, I noticed Candace had started watching us from afar. When Janice laughed at something I said, my sister appeared beside us instantly. "What are you two talking about?" she asked, smiling artificially bright, sliding her arm through mine like we were best friends. "Just your incredibly talented sister," Janice said, still scrolling through my phone. "I can't believe you've been hiding her from me." Candace's grip tightened. "We should go soon," she said. "Early morning tomorrow." Janice looked confused. "But you just posted about sleeping until noon." She turned to me, ignoring Candace's reddening face. "Actually, forget this party. Want to check out that gallery opening in DUMBO? I have VIP access." Before I could respond, she added louder, "You're way too interesting for this crowd. You're mine for the rest of the night." Candace's grip became painful. "Actually, we have sister plans," she said, voice rising. "Right?" Janice raised an eyebrow. "Really? Because 5 minutes ago you told us she was just someone who needed a ride." The words hung like a bold grenade pin. Candace went white. "That's not what I said," she stammered, then snapped. "She's my sister, Janice. We came together. We're leaving together." Her voice had that possessive edge from childhood. "Funny how I'm your sister now, when someone else is treating me like a human being," I said, pulling my arm free. Candace turned to me, eyes wide with something between panic and anger. "Why are you being like this?" "Tell Janice about our plans. Our thing we do after parties." I met her gaze steadily. "What thing, Candace? You mean how you usually pretend I don't exist?" Her face went red and Janice started laughing so hard that the entire party stared at us, only making Candace more embarrassed. Weirdly enough, she started inviting me everywhere after that day.